Welcome to the Random Encounters Show. I'm Dev Stalker 5, a Viking from the north. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm going to introduce you guys to the City of the Gods universe. Coming to you from Steve Crompton and Deborah Kerr, both friends of the show. Okay? I can't believe I have slept so long on this universe. I can't believe it. It is a rich, detailed fantasy setting that's supported by full-length novels, comics, role-playing game materials, audiobooks, art books. There's a video game in development. What's going on here? What's going on here? So let's take a look and let me tell you what I thought about the products that I have for the universe. And stick around toward the end of the episode because Steve Crompton and I have gotten together and we have a exclusive giveaway just for you, the Random Encounter Army. So I'll see you down at the table. Down on the questing table, my game table here on the show. As you can see, I've got stuff piled all over the table from City of the Gods. Before we dive off into the products that support the universe of the City of the Gods, I wanted to talk about why am I covering this. If you watched the last channel update, you will probably remember that I said Steve wanted to sponsor the Random Encounter Show through the City of the Gods. And while I was vaguely familiar with the City of the Gods because of receiving promotional material in with my orders from Flying Buffalo Incorporated back when Steve was the acting manager of Flying Buffalo Incorporated, I was vaguely familiar with it, but I knew absolutely nothing about the City of the Gods. And to take a sponsor on the show, I told Steve, look, it has to be something that I'm not only just familiar with, but I really believe in because I value my word and any trust the Random Encounter Army puts in me for recommending products, especially ones that are sponsoring the show. And Steve said, fine, I'm going to send you a box over full of the material. You go over it. If you love it, we'll do the sponsorship. If you don't worry about it. Steve's a cool guy like that. And obviously, I must have really liked it because we're doing this episode. Now, the next conundrum I have here is, this is truly a universe. Where do you even begin to cover a universe supported by so many products? And I don't really have a good answer for that. So I will give you how I approach this. The first thing I looked into is what I would consider the meat and potatoes of the material for the universe, and that's with the first two novels. They're full-length novels. The first one, Forgotten. The second one is titled Guardian. And these are, like I said, full-length novels. Now, these novels, I did not know what to expect out of these novels. I put them by the bed and I said I would read a chapter or two a night and just get an idea for the universe. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect. And what I didn't expect was to be, from the very get-go of the novel, caught up into an epic, heroic fantasy adventure. I could not put the books down. I went almost a month with very little sleep because I would lay down at night and start reading these. And I absolutely just had to keep going. until I was just too exhausted. I'm not kidding. So if you're a fan of fantasy literature, especially that details a lot of heroic adventure, political intrigue, a lot of mystery surrounding characters and plot devices and things, you're in for a ride with the City of the God novels. And it starts off strong, and it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger as the books go. By the time I got to the end of the first book, I thought I had made it to the end of a pretty epic adventure. I had no idea it was only going to set me up like a bowling pin, and with the second book being a bowling ball and just blow me into oblivion. Because, wow, holy smokes. The first book, it has you on the edge of your seat and mystery and adventure and stuff, but the second book comes really hard at you. So it was surprising to me. Mostly because even though I love gaming and I love fantasy and sci-fi and things, I normally read nonfiction. I'm addicted to learning. I don't know how to tell you any way else. So I read a ton of nonfiction compared to my fiction. So it takes a really good fiction story to really catch me like City of the Gods, these two novels have caught me. The third novel is in the works. It's being written as we speak. So I can't wait. And we'll talk about that here in a second. Another thing that really caught me about these novels. Inside these novels, there are just tons of illustrations. I mean, maybe I can just flip through there real fast. And it's just tons of these illustrations by Steve. Now, you guys know I love Steve's artwork. He's one of my favorite artists in the gaming industry. His art is unbelievable in these novels. He's, instead of showing you the black and white illustrations in these books, the art style and the art is unbelievable. I'm not going to lie. This book is Art of the Gods. It is a art book that features full color maps of the realms of the cities, but also full color versions of the illustrations from the novels themselves. And one interesting thing that Steve captured here was showing how he actually creates the artwork for these books. This is fascinating to me because he took classic oil paintings and engravings and stuff of the 18th, 19th, and earlier centuries and recreated them into artwork for the City of the Gods universe. Now, City of the Gods, maybe you're wondering, well, tell me a little bit more about this universe. You've told us about the novels and the art and stuff. The City of the Gods has a storyline that I don't know, because I don't want to spend all day telling you, talking about this subject. But the storyline, I'm trying to think of best how to just encapsulate it for you. But all the ancient deities and the pantheons of the ancient world of Earth were swept from the earth and placed into this physical spiritual realm. The center of this realm is the City of the Gods. But we're talking the Celts, we're talking the Egyptians, we're talking the Babylonians, we're talking the Mayans, Aztecs, we're talking the Asian pantheons, we're talking the Hindi pantheon, we're talking the Norse pantheon. Just all of the pantheons, they have their realms in this world. They don't all get along. And, so there's a lot of politics and intrigue involved. Now, in the city itself, there's a council, that they have this sort of democratic council that handles interpantheon relationships between all the different realms, the diplomacy and negotiations between the pantheons. But along with these pantheons came the believers of these pantheons, the humans that believed in it, also the priesthoods and things. So it is a rich, detailed fantasy universe that's just ripe for storytelling. And back to the art for this universe, because it was taken from classic and neoclassical art. All the art has this very familiar feel to it, along with a new fantasy, sometimes whimsical feel to it. It's so interesting. It's just another reason I've fallen in love with this universe like I have. When it comes to the deities themselves, it probably doesn't seem like it because I sound like an idiot to myself most of the time on film. It's the camera shyness, it kills me. But outside of the show, off the gaming table, I have a PhD in religion. I also have a doctorate of theology. But one of my main areas of study are the ancient religions of the world. And I have to say that I'm very impressed by the amount of research that Deborah and Steve put into writing these novels and creating this universe. The deities based on mythology, the world scripture, and just history itself, the deities in this world, they really come across as being the historical deities from Earth. It's fascinating. I'm not going to lie. I'm trying not to go to full Nerdville here. Okay? I guess it's too late. I don't know. Anyways, those two novels, the art book, fantastic. Third novel in process. The title is going to be, or the working title, I guess, is Ambassador. Okay? I flew through the first two novels. Luckily, he sent along City of the Gods Ambassador chapbook, which is almost a preview book of the coming third novel. Okay? And another thing that sort of satiated my desire for more and more and more of this universe are the two anthologies of short tales called short stories called Mythic Tales that center around the main characters of the two novels that have been written so far. All of this is just fantastic. So my hat's off to Deborah and Steve. I wouldn't have known it. You are fantastic authors. Fantastic. It was a pleasure to read through these novels. Okay? Now, that's not all that's offered here, is just fiction literature. Okay, or novel style literature. Steve sent along. I don't have the first Pantheon comic, but we got Pantheon number 2 and number 3. Pantheon is sort of as a side story of Demi the Demoness and Sekhmet, who is known as Kit-Ra in the comics. They meet up with deities that we haven't met in the books before. But these comics, I have to say that I'm not a huge comic book person. I've never really collected comics. I don't know a whole lot about comics and the whole, hobby of comics and comic collecting and all that kind of stuff. When I was a kid, of course, I read comics. But these, I found, the art style, especially with number 2 here, and how it's set up, is it does remind me of comics I enjoyed back when I was a kid. So it's almost got like a nostalgic factor of reading comics when I was a kid. The third one here, which is the final chapter of the Pantheon story, the Mythic Saga. This one I liked a little bit better because it's a comic, but it's not really much in the style of traditional comics. It's more of a full book supported by comic-like illustrations. I guess that's the best way to explain it. But yeah, just more and more of this universe. Now, to top all this off, okay, after reading and getting interested in this universe and just falling in love with it, there could be nothing more than some role-playing game supplements in which to help partake of this universe. I'm a hobby gamer. If I really like a universe, or I see a TV show or a movie, or I read a novel, and I really like it, I'm probably going to bring it to the table and play it. Regardless if there's role-playing games or role-playing game materials or whatever, I will create them. Okay? With City of the Gods, we get City of the Gods map pack for any role-playing game system. A guide to the world of City of the Gods, Forgotten. The first novel. You got this nice book here. With this book, you get this really high quality, detailed map of the city itself with numbered locations on a really nice thick poster stock, I would say, or card stock. This is quality. This is going to last. Now, we've seen this map, and we talked about the City of the God universe when we did an episode with Steve on world building. Make sure you go and check that out, because now that I'm familiar with all this stuff, it's even more relevant to me. So you get this high quality map. The numbered locations are all detailed in your guidebook here. Also, with the guidebook, you get a second map of sort of the whole world itself and all the different realms and their major locations. This is good stuff. For solo play or group play, I'm primarily a solo player. This is going to be great stuff to sit down and play. And when I finally sit down and play and get everything set up, we'll do it here on the show. You know, why not? Why not? I can sort of show you the whole process of hobby building a game, pre-game setup, and then playing it as a solo player. I'm going to do it with a whole lot of stuff, but City of the Gods is one I'm definitely looking forward to get into. Not only do we get all of that, it also comes with this pack of colored playing cards. Let me find one of my favorite characters from the novels here. You get 18 or 20 of these. I think there's 18, but they detail the major characters of the novels. And one of my favorite is Mazu. She's an Asian water goddess. Like I said, this is system agnostic. They do give you some suggestions on how to build these as NPCs or characters. You know, where to put attributes or what kind of skills they'll need, etc. They also give you a base, or where you can find them on the map, where they're likely to be, and their range of where they operate and things. On the back, you get a nice detailed description of the character along with some story ideas. Now, for the cards, there's many uses you could use as a solo player or a game master. Could use these for. Hey, you could basically use these as small character sheets in a lot of ways. But I would use them for random encounters within the city or within the realms, story hook ideas, etc. You know, the uses of maps and cards and things like this they're just so functional, especially for us solo players. What they want to give you with the cards: door openers or story hook ideas, random encounters, cards as player characters. Hey, I covered that, and I hadn't read that to prepare for the show. If you didn't notice, I don't prepare for shows. I just get down and start talking. And in the book, actually, it gives you even more information for the cards. So yeah, this is just a fantastic resource. So I'm very proud to be sponsored by City of the Gods. I'm very proud, and I have no problem putting my endorsement behind what I've seen so far. So if you're interested in this, maybe you just need something to read. Maybe you want to just dive fully off into it. cityofthegods.com. I'll put a link down below. Is the portal where Steve has listed all of the products. A lot of these can be found on Amazon. Okay, so it's easy to get your hands on these. Steve makes it easy. Let's talk about the giveaway. Why not? We haven't done a giveaway for the Random Encounter show. Steve was kind enough to send us a few extra copies of things. Namely, the first novel and a copy of Pantheon. Both of these are first edition autographed copies, along with some extra of the original promo materials to go along with it. Now you guys know that I love collecting stuff from Steve, so these are special. I'm not gonna lie, these are special. So for the giveaway, nothing crazy. I want to promote City of the Gods and help Steve out. Hey, they're sponsoring the show. They're the first people to believe enough in the show to sponsor us. Are they crazy? Heck no. We'll do our best for them. But I also want to promote our community page over on Facebook, our community group, the Random Encounter Army. So I'm going to put a link in below to there. All you have to do to get into this giveaway is go join the Facebook group, and there will be a pinned post at top. And all you have to do is comment on the post and leave your YouTube user or screen name below. On my birthday, September 2nd, we will announce the winner of the giveaway, and I will get this in the mail to whoever wins it. And I may include some surprises because it's my birthday. I might as well give somebody something extra. So there will be a surprise straight from Deathstalker 5 in the package. Anyways, guys, we need to give a lot of appreciation to our first sponsor, City of the Gods. They believe in us. I believe in us. Do you believe in us? Why not? Do aliens believe in us? Who knows? But the truth is out there. Okay? Anyways, I'm Deathstalker 5. This has been the Random Encounter Show, and I'll see you guys soon for our new episode. Hey, this is Deathstalker 5. I wanted to thank you for watching the Random Encounter Show. If you love tabletop gaming, solo RPGing, or classic video games, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. If you want more of the show, head over to our channel's About page. There you will find our Facebook and Facebook group pages where you can join in on the fun. Want to help support the show? Make sure to use our affiliate and sponsor links next time you're shopping for your favorite gaming products. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time when we roll for Random Encounter.